Everybody hear me? Good. We're going to start in just 1 minute here. If everyone wouldn't mind having a seat, we'll get started in 1 minute. Yeah. Hi, Betsy. Okay, good morning, everyone. I'm glad to see so many wonderful faces here at One M&T. I'd like to open by thanking M&T for hosting today. My name is Dave Russ, CEO with CareerWise Buffalo. We're here today with a major announcement, and that is the launch of CareerWise Greater Buffalo. A couple notes at the top on what exactly CareerWise is. This is a modern youth apprenticeship program that we've been building and working towards over the last few years. We have students here today, 25 students in total, that have started their youth apprenticeships, and they're working at private sector employers in the region, including M&T Bank, Moog, Wegmans, Riches, Tesla, and Harmac. I said 25 at 6 employers. This is only going to grow. This year we're aiming for 50. We've got another 20 employers that are coming online. And the goal is at completion after 3 years that students have a mid-skill, mid-wage job, at least $45,000, and the completion of a higher ed credential, either a certificate or a 2-year degree, as our future workforce. You can just see the opportunity of this. And I view this as an investment, and an investment that would not have happened without our wonderful friends at the Ralph C. Wilson Jr. Foundation. In particular, I want to thank Dave Egner and Susan Dundon for their stewardship of this project, for thinking big, for pushing Buffalo and our region to think big, and the major investment they have made. And I use investment because this will pay dividends for generations to come. Access to these incredible jobs with our private employers here. And it took some pushing and prodding for us to think big, and it wouldn't have happened without amazing partners like Susan and David. Can we give them a round of applause? You know, CareerWise is a 10-year-old organization, and we've tried to innovate and evolve as we've created ourselves over the years. But simply, access to education and a good job for everyone will allow this region to thrive, and that's exactly what this is about today. Regional talent pipeline needs, these apprenticeships today are in IT, advanced manufacturing, business operations, leading to these good jobs. And there were a lot of people that made this happen. There's a few in particular I'd like to thank before we head into our speakers today. We've had best-in-class technical expertise from both CareerWise and New America. You'll have a chance to hear from Ryan and Taylor, representing good national partners that are helping us form this in Buffalo. We needed good ideas here, and we needed good stewardship, and that wouldn't have happened without our national partners. I thanked our employers. There's been other key partners in this. Northland and Steve Tucker continues to be a gift to this region. Thank you, Steve, sincerely. The Buffalo Niagara Partnership and helping us bring additional employers to the table for this to work. Invest Buffalo Niagara doing the exact same thing. Thank you. The Community Foundation and the Oshai Foundation continue to be wonderful stewards in this partnership. The Youth Employment Coalition with our new director, Michelle, is fitting into all this work. Certificates and 2-year degrees coming from Dr. Michael Brophy at Hilbert and SUNY Erie. It's been an incredible steering committee that has helped us get here together. This has been a hard project. It brings together our wonderful friends in the Buffalo Public Schools who have been there from day one with us. It brings together government. You're going to hear today from our majority leader and our wonderful senator. It brings together certainly the private partner employers. And, linking all this together takes time. We've built this over 3 years. We're super happy to announce it today. And this, again, will only grow. So first up, M&T is hosting us today. I would like to introduce Eric Feldstein, the regional president for M&T Bank, who's going to share his comments on the investment M&T has chosen to make with us and why this is an important labor priority for the bank. Eric?
A huge thank you for each of you being here, and welcome to One M&T Plaza. On behalf of my 8,000 colleagues in Western New York that are M&T employees, we couldn't be more excited to have such an amazing group of organizations and individuals here today. Throughout our 166-year history based in Buffalo, it's all about what we can do in terms of giving back to our communities. So today is such a momentous day here at our world headquarters, so couldn't be more excited to have each of you here today. So we are constantly at M&T Bank looking ahead to the future of banking and tech leadership in Western New York. And we know to develop talent within our community is vital for the future of Buffalo and all that represent Buffalo. But finding the right job can be difficult. and for companies finding the right person to fill a job could be equally as challenging. That's because not everyone has the same access to high-quality education, skills training, and job opportunities. So at M&T Bank, providing careers that support families, build futures, and make a difference in people's lives, that's what it's all about here. So joining in partnership with Say Yes was truly a no-brainer to us amongst all of our 8,000 colleagues here at the bank. This program allows us to equip young people with new skills, hands-on real-world experience, first-rate jobs, providing a path to career and economic security and perhaps they never thought possible. It's designed to set students up for success while filling the pipeline of great talent across the region. So by combining resources, all of us here have the potential to build a more diverse workforce that drives innovation and inclusion, challenges the lives and changing lives and transforming our community in the process. So this program will truly benefit all of us. We look forward to welcoming some of the new apprentices, in addition to the apprentices that are with us today, and finding a future path for here at M&T Bank. Truly a privilege and an honor being here today, so thank you so much.
A few moments ago, I'd called this an investment. This is a powerful investment in the future workforce of the region that will sustain itself as we go regional, as we go larger. Ralph Wilson left such a legacy and a gift for our community, and we've had no better steward of the Ralph C. Wilson Jr. Foundation than David Egner, President and CEO. Welcome, David.
Good morning, everyone. It's such a privilege to be here at this announcement. We're so excited about what CareerWise will bring to Buffalo. Whenever I talk about moving forward with workforce education, career education, I'm tempted to start giving a lecture about how this system came off the rail in about 1969. I'll spare you that lecture this morning, but it's very clear the system has been broken for a long time. I really believe that talent is equally distributed in our population. Opportunities are not. And so if you're not in the right place, in the right schools, bound with the right guidance, you can get lost. What this program does is it starts to break the system and reconnect the opportunities with the talent. And that's why we're so excited about this. To pull it off, you need great collaborating partners. In this public-private partnership, I won't start down the list. They're on the boards behind me, but the employers, along with the public schools, along with the resources that come in from New America and CareerWise, make this very, very possible. And then I need to congratulate this group of folks as the first set of apprentices. You're going to hear from some of them in a bit, which is why I should sit down very quickly, because that's when it gets exciting. But let me just say, you are the tip of the spear. You're the first group that's piercing this broken system. And as you succeed, you're going to make a pathway for all those behind you. And really, thank you and congratulations.
So we've had two incredible national partners that I mentioned that help us launch this work, New America and CareerWise. We could not have done it without that. Sometimes you can say that, but it's extremely true. They've spent years building the youth apprenticeship model in this country, which is newer, and building the technical tools to allow communities to adapt and build their own models. So we have two speakers coming up next. First will be Taylor White, who's the National Director for the Partnership to Advance Youth Apprenticeship and Senior Policy Advisor for K-12 Education and Workforce. Taylor, that is quite the title, for New America. And Ryan Gensler, Senior Director of National Partnerships. So first Taylor and then Ryan will come up. Can we give each of them a warm applause? Thanks.
Thank you, Dave, and I hope to be not as long-winded while I'm up here as my title might suggest. As Dave said, I'm Taylor White. I lead an initiative called the Partnership to Advance Youth Apprenticeship out of an organization called New America. We've had an opportunity to partner with Say Yes Buffalo, regional partners, the Ralph C. Wilson Foundation, CareerWise really since the idea for this program was just a seed. And it's been really exciting over the last couple of years to watch it sort of sprout and to see it today coming to the point of flowering and continuing to grow over the next couple of years has been a really exciting process. We launched our initiative and really brought it here in part because, as other folks have said, we feel strongly that youth apprenticeship can be a strategy to support economic mobility, and it does that by increasing access to affordable, high-quality post-secondary training, to paid work experience, and to the professional networks that exist across your community but are not always easy for folks to tap into. Building programs that do this, however, require intentionality, they require a lot of commitment, and they require a level of collaboration that can be really difficult to pull off. One of the things that's really impressed us in working in the Greater Buffalo region and really with partners across Western New York is the commitment that folks have had not only to collaboration, but also to putting equity at the center of the work. And so folks have been recognized today, but I really do think it's important to call out the leadership of Say Yes Buffalo, of training partners, both the Buffalo Public Schools and higher education partners, including Northland, and the private sector employers who have stepped up to really take a chance on a new model. We've been impressed since day one by the leadership of the business community here, not only their willingness to work together with potential competitors in the region, but also to push each other to really prize and value the commitment to opening up career opportunities to people in the community who may not right now be tapping into fast-growing occupations and career paths that really are promising and will help grow the region long term. That collaboration is really testament to the strength of community here in Buffalo and in the region, but it's also testament to the leadership and the trust that institutions in this community have in Say Yes Buffalo, and I really can't underscore how impressive it's been to watch them steer this ship. We, of course, are happy to say that we've been supporting, but really the bulk of the credit certainly belongs to them. We're excited to see that this program's launch has moved faster than many of the others that we've supported around the country over the last couple of years. It's moved faster and it's growing smarter, and already we have opportunities to share learnings from what's going on here and innovations that have been pioneered right here in Buffalo with communities across the country, and that's been a really exciting transition point in the work, even before the program officially launched. So we're proud of the work that's happening here. We're hugely grateful and honored to be a part of it, and we're excited to see what lies ahead. The future is bright, not only for the program, but also for the young people to our left, who, as Dave said, deserve recognition for taking a chance on a new program, on a new model, and finding an opportunity to really invest in yourselves and your future and in the community that you live in. So congratulations. Thank you, and best of luck to you. And I will just echo the thanks that have been shared already with the business community, education partners, of course, Say Yes Buffalo, the Ralph C. Wilson Jr. Foundation, and coming up next, my partner and friend Ryan Gensler from CareerWise. So thank you, and congrats.
Thank you, Taylor. New America has really been a pioneer in bringing together communities, and the work that Taylor, her partners Mike, and everyone back at New America have done for this country really is incredible. So thank you again, Taylor. I also want to thank the Ralph C. Wilson Jr. Foundation for taking a chance on this and investing in this. It was shared that they came out to Colorado back in 2017 to see what we were doing out there and saw that there was something interesting happening, something necessary happening. And it's now finally come to a head here in Buffalo because of the great leadership in this community, the great leaders at Say Yes Buffalo, who have really taken the reins and run with this and are already teaching the rest of the CareerWise network so much in the short time that you've already been doing this work. So thank you for that. Since starting CareerWise 6 years ago in Colorado, we've seen now over 1,400 high school students entering into career-launching apprenticeships that are earning wages of up to $75,000 a year without a college debt and in fields like tech and finance, advanced manufacturing. And they're not doing this because companies are just doing it out of the goodness of their heart, although certainly there's a social benefit. But businesses are investing in this because they need a talent pipeline, a local talent pipeline. It's a global imperative to them to stay competitive, to develop the talent that is right here in the community. In other developed nations, that would be the norm. Students would have this opportunity. But in the US, too few students are graduating high school, are pursuing higher education, are completing higher education. Too few students are getting access to that career. But these students here are blazing a new trail. You heard some of them last night, you'll hear some of them again today. And over the next several years, you'll watch them develop, and it's remarkable. We have a divide in this country because we've restricted access. We've cut off opportunity. And what CareerWise is hopeful to do is develop a network of practitioners, of investors, of people working to develop incredible programs like what Say Yes is doing here in Buffalo. And they're going to prove that out. We can create tools and technology. We create frameworks at CareerWise for our communities to use and create some efficiency. But at the end of the day, it's the people on the ground here that are doing the incredible work, the businesses that are investing in this, the educators that know that there's something great out there for their young people. And in Buffalo, they're saying no more will a student who doesn't learn best in the classroom feel like a failure. And no more will a student that needs to work before they're 21 be told that they can't have a career then. You're changing things here, and you're a leader in this country now as a part of that. So for that, I thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. That was awesome, sincerely. Next, I'm going to invite up a woman I think everybody knows I'm a huge fan of in this town, kind, respects partnership, intelligent, pure of heart, and completely committed to children and families in the city of Buffalo. Dr. Tanja Williams.
Thank you, David. Well, the narrative is changing in Buffalo. This is an example of partnering at its very best, and it really is about closing long-standing opportunity gaps that have existed for too long. It's really what equity is all about, and that's what the Buffalo Public Schools is all about. And as the second largest urban school district in New York State, we graduate thousands of children every year. Our children are talented, they are smart, they are diverse, and they are committed, as I think you all see sitting to my left. We are simply thrilled about partnering with Say Yes Buffalo. David Rust is quite a visionary, and his leadership team is amazing. The Ralph C. Wilson Jr. Foundation, and all of the business partners who helped to make this available. This is a very innovative program. We are very excited to be a part of it. I can hardly wait to see what the outcomes will be from this cohort of young people. Thank you for thinking of our youth and for inviting the Buffalo Public Schools to be an important partner at the table. I think that us working together will all help to create a greater Buffalo. And as you know, in Buffalo, we have something that we say, Buffalo Love. That's an example of this. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Williams. We have two speakers before we move to a student panel, and just two incredible leaders in our city that we are so lucky to have. You know, we could not have tackled workforce a decade ago when Say Yes was just launching. We had to grow and evolve, and we need individuals that would advocate for Say Yes to get launched in the first place. I mean, before Say Yes was launched, both Senator Kennedy and the majority leader got on planes, went to New York City, and advocated for why Buffalo should be selected to have this gift for all the children in our city of the promise of a certificate, a 2-year degree or a 4-year degree, and supports to get there. Those are things that they choose to do, not that they have to do, and it put Say Yes over the goal line to get here. You know, that was backed with just incredible investments from these two partners over the years, $10 million for our endowment, most recently the resources to allow us to move into our brand new headquarters on Jefferson Avenue. all secured because there's people that love children in the city and put their time and energy and their political will and time again, because they're two of the hardest working people you will ever met, hardworking and effective, our Majority Leader and Senator Kennedy. So there are our next two speakers. First up, I'd like to invite the Majority Leader, followed by Senator Kennedy.
Thank you, David, for that really kind introduction. But can I tell you that he is a rock star? Let's give him a round of applause. There is no question that what we are doing here today speaks volumes about our future and where we're going as a people, as a community, as businesses. But you do need to have a good leader that leads that. And so I am not being facetious when I say I think David Rusk is a rock star, because he is making a lot of things happen that some people would desire to make happen, but don't really have the skill set or the people set skills to really make things happen. So I cannot speak strongly enough at how important this young man is to our community. So let's just give him one more round of applause. And so to the Ralph Wilson Foundation, to the Partnership for Advanced Youth Apprenticeship Programs, for the New America, to the Community Foundation, the Went Foundation, all of the foundations that have poured into Say Yes and our young people, I thank you for pouring into them, because I completely believe from the bottom of my heart that they're going to make the future of our city better. I believe that. And what you're pouring into them with your resources, your support, and offering apprenticeships within your respective organizations will majorly add value to that. Now, I have to tell you, I'm born and raised in Buffalo, so I remember a time when you went to high school in Buffalo and you could get an apprenticeship. I didn't get one, but my brother was a student at Hutch Tech, and he worked at General Motors as an apprentice. And I'm not sure why those things got stopped, Stephen Tucker. I'm not sure why vocational services got stopped, vocational education got stopped in higher ed. I don't know why these things stopped, but I know it was a mistake. And so now we have to go backwards and provide exactly what my brother from the Wilson Foundation said, is to provide the opportunity for the people that are here. There are people here, they are prepared, all they need is the opportunity. So I'm grateful to be a part of it. From the day I met Ms. Smith in New York City, in Manhattan, in the, I don't know, 30th floor or something, when she talked about Say Yes, I realized the vision, I got the vision, and it's been my pleasure from the beginning to the end to continue supporting it, and that will not stop. Thank you all for the work you're doing. By the way, now, my colleague, Senator Tim Kennedy. Is that okay?
Well, good morning, everyone. First of all, can we have another round of applause for our amazing Majority Leader, Crystal Peoples-Stokes, for all the incredible work she does every day for our community. I always say nothing good happens in Buffalo without Majority Leader Peoples-Stokes' fingerprints on it. Thank you again, Majority Leader. To all of these amazing leaders that we are joined by today, that you've heard from, our amazing superintendent, Williams, Dr. Williams, thank you so much for your leadership and congratulations. As a father of 3 in the Buffalo Public Schools, I am a believer in the Buffalo Public Schools. I'm a believer in public education and a believer that Buffalo is moving in the right direction, especially with our public education. A lot of that has to do with David Rust and Say Yes to Education Buffalo and the work that they and all of you have done over so many years to really transform the conversation about what's happening in our great school system in Buffalo. To Eric Feldstein from M&T, thank you for hosting us today and M&T's commitment. When I come in here at M&T, I'm reminded about the historic nature of M&T in our community and really now in our nation, an international community. We're so lucky and blessed to have them as a corporate partner here with roots on the ground. And I'd be remiss not to mention Bob Wilmers and his commitment to education in the city of Buffalo. And now, without missing a step, Renee Jones has continued that commitment in Western New York and our community. We're just so proud of the investment M&T continues to make. The other corporate partners, Harmac and Moog, Rich Products, Tesla, Wegmans, along with M&T, all offering these apprenticeships is so important to our youth. And congratulations to these beautiful young men and women that are the next generation of leaders in Buffalo, Western New York, and in our nation. Because we know that the Buffalo conversation is helping to transform what we're doing here in New York, and what we're doing in New York is helping to transform the direction of our nation and our national narrative. Of course, CareerWise and New America, Ryan and Taylor, thank you so much for your leadership and your words and your commitment to our children. But we would not be here without the amazing, significant, and continued support and leadership of the Ralph C. Wilson Jr. Foundation. We're so thankful, David Egner, for your continued leadership. The generosity of the Wilson family, particularly Ralph C. Wilson Jr., to Buffalo and to Detroit. It's transforming our community. This is just a continued part of it. I love these celebrations because I know what's at stake. I know that 20 plus years ago when I was a kid, although I still try to think I'm a kid sometimes, but when I was a kid coming up, people my age, my generation, were fleeing our community for jobs and opportunity elsewhere because there wasn't jobs and opportunity to offer. We are rewriting that conversation and that narrative about Buffalo and Western New York. We now have jobs and opportunity to offer for people not only in our community coming up, the next generation of leaders, but folks from outside our community, from outside of our nation. We want to invite people here to be the next generation of Buffalonians that are going to take the helm. But it's leaders that have stuck it out through the tough times, that are seeing the momentum shift, and the greatest opportunities lie ahead for our community. And it's in large part because of the commitment to everyone here in this room today, to all of the leaders that have played a part in the future of our children's education, including the foundations that are represented here today. I'm so proud to play a role in it in any way that I can and look forward to the years ahead in our partnership. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Senator Kennedy. Thank you, Majority Leader. You're an amazing combo. We have a student panel next. We will close, and this will be amazing. At SAS, we've just got best-in-class colleagues that have been working on this for 3 years. Before I introduce my colleague who's going to facilitate the panel, could everybody from the team that's here today please give a stand up across many divisions? Can we give our amazing team a round of applause? Last night, hearing the students talk about the career coaches and the relationships they built in the schools last year while recruiting was just incredibly powerful to hear. When we launched this project, I tapped Daphne Ross, our Senior Director for Post-Secondary Success and Communications, to lead this. She's an amazing leader and is going to facilitate the panel with our students. Daphne, can you come on up?
Okay, good morning, everyone. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to call up Lillian, Eric, Michaela, Trezon, and Sakaya. You can stand right in front of me, and they are going to answer some questions. This is always the best part. So just speak into the mic when you're speaking. I'm going to ask you one question, so you can stand right in front of me. Okay, so we'll just pass the mic down. I'll start. Can you just introduce yourself, your full name, the high school you graduated from, and the apprenticeship company and position you were hired for?
My name is Lillian Bodwin, and I went to MST High School. I got accepted to M&T Bank as a technology apprentice.
Hello, my name is Eric Krebs. I graduated from South Park High School. I got accepted to the Moog program to be a DeBurr finisher.
Hi, my name is Michaela Mercado. I went to Hutch Tech and I got accepted as an apprentice for Wegmans.
Hello, my name is Zakaya Torres. I graduated from Burger High School. I am an apprentice at Rich Products for HR.
Hi, my name is Trajan Powell. I graduated from Hutch Tech High School, and I got an apprenticeship at Tesla as a maintenance technician.
Okay, we'll go back down the line, starting with you, Trezon. What did you think when you first heard about this program? What was it about the program that made you want to apply?
Honestly, I thought it was a lot, too good to be true. Once I learned more about the program and I got more into it with my career coach, it all kind of fell into place for me. It was a good opportunity to advance myself, develop skills, and go farther with my education than I ever could before. So, yeah.
Thank you.
When I first heard about the program, I really didn't think much into it until Mr. Jackson kept telling me all the information and how it'll better me in the future. So I figured it was a great plan.
When I heard about the program, I thought it was a good opportunity to further my education and to work for Wegmans because I always wanted to work there and it's really hard to get in there.
I was very ecstatic when I got offered the apprenticeship. I quickly accepted the offer because I've been wanting to work at Moog for the longest time now, and I'm just very happy I got the opportunity to take part in this program.
When I first heard about the program, I was excited because I wasn't aware that M&T Bank had a technology department, and it's honestly been truly amazing because it's helping me further my career in technology and development.
Okay, we'll go right back down the line. So if you've already started, which some of you have, what has been your experience so far? And then for Eric and Trezon, they are both doing trainings or just finished up at Northland for their roles at Moog and at Tesla. So you can talk about your experience with the training so far as you look forward to getting ready to start in the next couple weeks.
My experience so far has been amazing. The community at M&T Bank is so broad and it's like a big family and it's really nice, and I'm getting so much more knowledge and education from working than I would get at school, and I'm getting a lot of
Development. Got it. How was your training at
So my training at Northland went pretty good. It's been amazing. The people there are amazing. They treat me well, and I can't say nothing better. It's been great.
Working at Wegmans has been very nice. Everybody is very kind, everyone there, and I have got to learn a lot of new things with a lot of nice people.
My experiences at Rich Products has been great. It's been wonderful. I like it there. Everybody's so it's like a family, a big family. Everybody's so welcoming, and they help me out when I'm confused on the job. So I really love it there.
My training at Northland has been going amazing, honestly. We do a lot of work inside the laboratory where we do a lot of residential wiring, and we get together on the it's the capacitor. It's like a wire circuit simulator. I could go into it forever, but honestly, I love every second of it. I wake up every day and I get myself right there. I haven't missed a day yet, so.
That's great. Two more questions. So what does this program mean for you in your future?
This program means a lot to me personally. it took me a while to come out of my shell and actually accept the fact that, I have to be an adult and I have to get out here and I have to make my own way in the world. And this program has helped me do that in the best way possible. I never thought that extremely right after high school I'd have a future job and I'd have the ability to go seek higher education with literally no pay at all. I'm getting my full entire way paved, and it's just amazing. I can't ask for anything more I really can't. And I just thank everybody that helped us out to get us to this point.
What was the question again?
What does this mean for you in your future?
Oh, okay. At first, I didn't want to do business. I wanted to do medical. But I have a wonderful boss, Amanda. She explained everything to me, and now that I'm on this career path, I changed my mind. I just want to do business. I want to be where she is today. What she do, it inspired me to do better.
I always wanted to study business management in general, but I didn't really know what I wanted to do with it. Working at Wegmans has been nice, and I hope to work my way up to a management and maybe even corporate position one day.
So this for my future, this means that I feel like I would be very wealthy, and I will be happy in the future with the money I'll be making. But yeah, that's
important. That's very important.
This honestly means everything to my future. I never thought I would be working in technology, and I've always wanted to work in technology and development. It's been amazing, and it's furthering my career in technology, and it's just an amazing opportunity.
Okay, final question. If you could go back into your high schools, which we are going to ask you to do, what would you tell the future students, this next cohort of students that we are recruiting for?
I tell them to take the program serious because not a lot of the kids did when they were recruiting, and they're passing up on an amazing opportunity because it's they're investing in our futures, and it's amazing to start your career this young.
So yeah, the same thing that she said. If you pass this opportunity up, it's an amazing opportunity. You can make a career out of this and, set yourself up for the future. Hope everyone would consider this and take this opportunity if they had the opportunity to take the opportunity.
I would tell them to take the opportunity, like everyone else said, because I wasn't going to at first, but Miss Jen talked to me a lot about it for weeks. So I decided to do it, and it's going pretty good.
I will tell them to go for it. It's better. It's great for you. It's a wonderful experience.
I feel like the people that got us in this program and the people that, our great success coaches that were involved with, they helped us a lot. And they bought some potential out of us that we probably didn't know we ever had. Me specifically speaking, I don't know about them. And honestly, I'd say to trust every bit of the process. It'll all come together. Even if you're scared, or if you don't think, or if you're nervous, or if it just won't click in your head, it's just try. And I think that's the best part about this program. They give you a chance to try.
They are amazing. In addition to these 5, all of our wonderful students over here. Thank you all. I think we want to do a group picture, Dave. Picture? Thank you. Back to Dave.
Do you need this?
Yes, thank you.
So we're gonna close our press conference now. I did want a couple notes. You heard about our career coaches who did an incredible job helping our students get here. I do want to give a shout out to Aaron Jackson, Jennifer Ray, Chady Rivera, and Shara Armprester, who's not with us today. Osa, who's joined the team on support. Really wonderful job. They're amazing, amazing students. Thank you. So we're going to close now. I really appreciate everyone coming out today and spending some time with us. I appreciate the investments that have been made. This thing is just going to get bigger and better, and we're excited to see where this goes. So thank you. Best wishes to all. And I'd just like to ask our speakers to stay for one moment so we can take a quick picture, and then everyone can move on with their days. So thanks, everyone. All the best. Lots of love. Thank you.